Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigil here and welcome back to our video. So in this one we're going to take a look at the video from Uni using the gemstone artifacts. And you actually asked me to cover this, but first of all, what is the gemstone artifact? Well, it's this. It's going to help you build combo a bit faster, and if you use specials on 20 or more combo, you're going to inflict the gemstone debuff on the enemy, which is going to increase the incoming damage by 80%. And yeah, the more stacks you have, you're gonna get a bit reduced duration, but this is pretty much a more or less guaranteed damage against target, so let's see how this functions. I'm gonna mute the video because it would be weird to hear both of us talking over each other. Bro, and since we can't really see the man talking, by the way, check out the channel. I'm gonna put a link in the description, the pinned comments. But yeah, since we can't hear him talk, let's do this. Bro, make your camera a bit smaller. Like, do you see how humongous I am on the screen? But yeah, let's take a look at this. This is League of Anarchy. Also got Zatanna in there, which I think is a little bit of an overkill. He's gonna get the damage buff from Zatanna first of all. But yeah, the gemstone, I heard other people talking about it, and I haven't spent money on pay-to-win artifacts in quite a while, but probably I'm gonna try and get the gemstone. Oh boy, definitely looking forward to gambling with real money on a mobile game again. But yeah, the gemstone is pretty damn good. It's like having Raven on every single goddamn team. Also, those are older videos, like 2 weeks ago, so that's why there's Kamidogo Dagger and Zatanna for passive stats. He gets the damage buff from Zatanna fully stacked. And now keep in mind, you need to do a little bit of combo. I think 20 combo is the minimum necessary for a level 10 one. So I figure for level 1 it's gonna be even. Oh boy, that's pretty decent amount of damage. But yeah, I figured the lower level you have it, the more you're gonna need or to trigger that. Yeah, that's some huge damage. It's comparable to what you would get from Zatanna with Puppet by spamming the third special of Zatanna. But at the same time, this is kind of a guarantee to get that. With Zatanna, you run into a lot of... Bro, that's some huge damage. With Zatanna, you run into a lot of problems where you need to keep infinite power up. If you don't have a maxed out Puppet, you might miss that. Bro, 41 dot values. This is like having Raven on every single goddamn team. Okay, that's the first fight. Let's move on. That was pretty damn good. Okay, so here he's gonna have Batman the Drowned with Robin King. He's gonna have the Gemstone on Robin King. For some reason, Batman the Drowned has sort of salvation. Not sure that much power generation was really needed, and you could have gone for something that gives you more damage, but hey, you do you, man. And he's gonna wait for super. Oh, he's not gonna wait for super. Okay, Robin King doing a third special there. And there's also the gemstone effect applied there. Currently, Batman the Drowned doesn't really have many damage buff modifiers, not stacked manic appetites, no super move done. Okay, there's 2 stacks now of gemstones. So the way it works, each time you add another stack of this, you're gonna get an increase in the damage against targets, but the overall duration, even though the duration resets, the overall duration is gonna be a bit smaller as far as I understand this. Yeah, on Batman Drums doesn't seem like the best thing in the world, but that's kind of irrelevant because she doesn't really need that. She's fine without it. And she never benefited that much from damage against target compared to other characters at the very least. Okay, there's 5 stacks of that, but boy, do they expire fast here. Okay, let's move on to the next fight. Oh boy, talk about overkill. We got Raven here. Why do you have 2 Ravens in this team? Because that artifacts... Oh, look at that. Bro, 2 incoming damages from a certain special. He didn't manage to reset that because he didn't have the combo there. But now he should be able to. Again, the combo requirement is the only relatively inconvenient thing about this artifact, but it's not that big of a deal. Is he gonna want to go for the full stacking? Yeah, I think he is. Okay, 5 stacks of that and 5 stacks of Raven Darkness. Oh, even Raiden Supreme, we're going all in here. That's some pretty decent damage from a blocked Beta Club hits. I don't know the amount of passive stats he's got here, but yeah, that's 42 mil, and he's lost the buffs from that. Yeah, that's just Raiden there. No input from the actual artifact, but we might see. But that's good. That's good. He messed up a little bit there, because now we're gonna see the comparison. That's 36, but that's not on a jump attack. I think that 40 mil was on a jump attack. Okay, another stack, 3 stacks. Okay, I think that didn't crit. I think that, yeah, that didn't crit either. Man, I mean, it's trying to flex here with a huge amount of damage, and the crits just aren't helping him. Okay, he's got 4 of them. Or just do swipes with Raiden at this point. Bro, can this man crit on a Beta Club trigger? Okay, 56 mil. Okay. You got crazy unlucky with the crits there. Okay, so here we have a fight of Deathstroke plus Beast Boy. I guess Deathstroke is gonna help buff Beast Boy up. He's gonna be wearing the artifact, and Beast Boy is gonna be wearing something else. Though, I mean, you can kind of use it on the damage dealer too, I guess. Okay, we got that incoming damage there. Deathstroke is gonna power generate with crits. This might be the gearless Deathstroke though, so we might not get crits, that many crits. But yeah, so far we got still a few fights from another video to take a look at. So far, it's cool, looks great, but he's only kind of using teams that are fine without it. What I would love to see, so yet again, I don't want to sound ungrateful here for this footage. Um, what I would like to see is teams that don't normally work that well. It gets pretty much enabled to do damage because of this artifact. An example of that I saw was a Manta with Brainiac from somebody, where Manta plus Brainiac does randomly 2 billion damage because there's the new artifact on my boy Brainiac, and yeah, that's a dead Deathstroke, and from this point, this is gonna turn into a Beast Boy fight, so we're just gonna skip that. Okay, this is actually something I want to see, because Beta Club Mr. Freeze, it's gonna do 2 billion damage with this team. This team is the minimum you can give him, more or less. And you need to have a very strong Mr. Freeze to do that much damage with this team. However, he might be able to circumvent the star rating requirement because of the stacks on this. Also, you're gonna struggle a lot with power generation, it seems. If you're in the first minute of the match at the very least. I mean, I still don't understand the. I know I trashed previously the fact that you sort of Salvation on Batman Drum for power generation, but their Batman Drum didn't really need to use specials here. Mr. Freeze kind of needs to. Okay, she got frozen. We got 4 stacks of that. And oh, that's a low health boss though. But yeah, let's move on. Okay, so here I have the Mortal Kombat team. I think he's got that artifact on Scorpion, and he's trying to enable Beta Club on Raiden. I mean, if you're gonna try to enable Beta Club on Raiden, at that point you can use a number of other characters. It doesn't have to be Scorpion. I was thinking I was gonna go crazy with the damage on the sitting on third special. But hey, let's see how this goes. Okay, that's incoming damage applied. Bro, Scorpion! Oh, Scorpion pulling some decent values because of that existing there. This again a fairly low health fight. But again, Scorpion really pulling in some decent numbers. I have played Scorpion with lots of high passive stats, and he was not pulling those numbers. Let's move on. Okay, here we got League of Anarchy again. Put a flash in there. Looks like Harley's got Dark Metal cards. Yeah, here we no longer see the overkill. There's no Zatanna in there, which I'm glad, because that's too much at that point, to be honest. And yeah, this man doesn't have that much health either. But yeah, this works nicely. The way I would maybe use this, because that flows even better into gameplay, with Praetor Batman, good old Praetor Batman spamming special 2s and also triggering this into Harley doing basic hits, that would be great. Just waiting for another third special there. And yeah, that's a huge amount of damage from Harley. Why? We got Raven, Zatanna with that artifact on. Yeah, this is, I wouldn't say the most overkill team in the game. I would prefer Brainiac instead of Zatanna if you wanted to do the most overkill team that currently exists in Just 2 Mobile. But hey, this is a close second, and now adding that artifact, that's gonna bring this to a whole new level. I'm just gonna skip a bit. Actually, speed it up a bit while we get these Zatanna buffs in the Raven Darkness. Hey, we know how this is gonna end. We knew how this was gonna end if Zatanna wasn't here and if Raven didn't have that artifact equipped. Come on, don't lose darkness now. Well, rip darkness. Hold on a second. Oh, that's great. Because he lost darkness, he can no longer see the darkness because it's been consumed by the useless displaying Zatanna negative effects. Always love it when that happens. Bro, boss Mr. Freeze here is really messing my man up. At this point, just cut your losses and tag that Mr. Freeze. I don't. He also doesn't know how many stacks of that artifact he has. Bro, look at all the space in the right side of the screen. Just add all the negative effects in there. Why don't you guys add all the negative effects in there? Ooh, that was quite a bit of damage. Okay, here we have another Mortal Kombat team fight. I have no idea what artifact he has on Raiden. By the way. Might be Twin Blades, because we see quite a lot of armor pierces there. But my man, if you're using Scorpion, I will personally use Dark Metal cards, because we want to take advantage of that dot damage. Because the Twin Blades damage does not synergize with the Scorpion third special at all. So you got kind of two things that work independent from each other instead of together. Okay, he's got one stack of that. Thankfully, we can actually see that, and we see when it expires, unlike the previous fight. Okay, two stacks of that. But yeah, you're paying a big price in terms of inconvenience if you don't use God Killer on Scorpion. Okay, don't let that expire. Okay. I kind of like the fact that it expires faster the more stacks you have, because it kind of brings in a high risk, high reward type of gameplay. And yeah, that's a huge amount of damage he's dealing. But yet again, I feel like maybe either use something that's not Scorpion, Scorpion using that third special adds here an inconvenience for no reason, because you're doing some damage from Twin Blades and you're doing some damage from the Scorpion Hazard on the ground. So either focus on the Scorpion Hazard dealing damage or focus on the Twin Blades dealing damage. Because this is relatively pointless, and you're making the fight harder on yourself for no reason, I feel like. Did you ever get 2 stacks of that? Excuse. Oh yeah, to extend the duration. I was like, excuse me, why did you do super move on classic Wonderman? But it was to extend the duration of the fights. To be honest, we can get some high twin blade values, but a lot of them are actually low. Yeah, honestly, either don't use Scorpion or focus on the hazard dot damage. But hey, it got the job done. Let's move on. Okay, so here we have Raven with Conflant Sokoman. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, whenever the artifacts come back, I think I'm gonna try to get it myself, because it looks pretty cool. Looks like I could probably make plenty of videos with it. Looks like I could get plenty of people angry, being like, "Oh, he's using the gemstone." People kind of got tired of, "Oh, he's using Beta Club." Now they just see Beta Club as, it is what it is. But hey, they get a new thing to be angry about if I get gemstone. It's been ages since I spent money on artifact bundles, because I just hate it. I just hate gambling for artifacts. Like, that should not exist, should not be a thing, and I don't want to support it. But hey, we're gonna make plenty of content. I'm probably gonna make the money back with this. I'm gonna tell you in the video, I don't recommend spending money on this. But yeah, there's Beta Club King with that thing. Again, overkill. This can do exactly what you're doing here without having that. Okay, King is not even gonna get to full stacks here. And he lost the stacks on that. Rip. Got that again. Okay, 3 stacks of that. King is gonna do what King does with Bait Club, with or without the artifacts. Yeah, that's gonna be the last fight you wanted me to take a look at. Thanks to Uni for allowing me to take a look at those, and I'll put a link to his channel in the description and pinned comment. Hopefully I don't forget. Make sure to remind me in the comments if I do. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!